Hello babes, welcome back to another video. If you are brand new to my channel, my name is Steph and welcome. Make sure you subscribe and also click that notification bell so that you get notified for all of my brand new videos. And also don't forget to follow me on IG, you guys. I post all of my fashion looks on there and I post a ton on my IG stories. So make sure you guys follow me. It is at Macedo if you aren't yet. Today, you guys, as you can see, my nails are super short. By the way, I hope everyone is doing amazing and just staying safe. So hopefully you guys are too. I have my matcha drink over here, which is always keeping me sane. I really need to how dare you? I'm so sorry, y'all. I just have so many friends. I actually have none. Hopefully my content is kind of helping you guys out. This should be pretty entertaining because this is my very first time trying out nail tips, as you guys can tell by the title of the video, but y'all already know that didn't work out well. Let's try that again. Y'all already know that I come through with my nails because my nails are really important to me. Actually, I did a video on how to use builder base on your natural nails, or if you guys already have tips and you need to do refills at home, I did a video on that, so go check that out on my channel. I've been getting my nails done, you guys, fun fact, ever since I was in grade 6. Ever since I was 11, 12, I've had fake nails on. So I grew up wearing fake tips all the time. I don't even know the length that I want today, to be honest with you. So we're having to all do our nails at home. Everything that I'm using today will be left down below in the description box. Everything I have in front of me is from Amazon because they are just amazing. Make sure you guys get Prime. I always talk so good about Prime because it's so worth it, especially right now if you're getting a lot of things. Like for me, everything is saying April 30th right now, but if you order things, you don't necessarily get it April 30th. You might get it like the next day. So they're saying those dates just to be on the safe side. But yeah, get a tea on the side, get your coffee, get your matcha, whatever it is that you guys like to drink on the side. I'm not a professional. I'm going to be doing my nails exactly how my nail lady has been doing my nails for years, or nail technician. Obviously observed her many times. So everybody does nails a little bit differently. So the first thing you're going to need is some tips. These tips in particular are clear. This is what I always request when I get a full new set on. By the way, I'm notorious for nail biting. I am a huge nail biter. I bite off my entire fake nail all the time, usually once a month. It is so easy and I don't find it painful whatsoever. They are a lot less common. A lot of people don't even know about clear tips because when I put on my color, I feel like I get more of like a sheer nail. I'm getting all these damn fruit flies, and not fruit flies, like flies from my plants, and they're driving me insane. Anyways, before you interrupted my story, Roger, whoa, this is not going well. And look how many sets this is gonna last you, especially if you're like me and just pop them off. Top coat, obviously when you're done your color, you're gonna need a top coat. I really like this brand. I have a few colors from them, gel colors. One thing I did want to mention is I don't have a base coat. Base coat is good. Base coat basically prepares your nails. It's a base before you put on the gel polish. I noticed that my nail lady doesn't really use base coat either. I have my builder base gel, which is what we're going to be using to build our nail. This is that really hard gel that's going to give your nail strength. I have some Q-tips. We're going to clean our cuticles around the back with them. It's just me being a little extra particular. I have a cuticle pusher, obviously a nail file. I don't know why I just blanked there. There's so many on Amazon. I'm actually gonna get a new pack because I feel like these are kind of wearing out. This is my favorite part. When we get to this part, I am super happy because I love shaping my nails, and I'm so particular about my shape. But if my shape is not on point, I don't want it. I just don't want it. So I like these really thin ones because I feel like you really get in there. I do use the other one especially for like polishing the top. If I need to like kind of go over anything, I use the other one more. I don't have like a tip kind of nail cutter where you just hold it up against the tip and then you just press down and it literally cuts off the tip for you. I don't have it. I'm gonna order it from Amazon, but I didn't order it in time. Scissors also work. You don't have to have all these products. Nail glue. This is the thing that's like kind of worrying me about doing this for the first time. I had this thing in my head that if I buy nail glue from the drugstore, by the way, because it was not available through Amazon, they were like mostly sold out. I just went to my drugstore because I had to go grab something anyways, and I'm like, let me see if they have nail glue. Nail glue was like almost gone. I feel like if you get nail glue from the drugstore, that they're not as strong as like the nail salons, but I used the glue and I glued these together, and you guys, it's electric drill. It's gonna be much more difficult if you guys don't have this, or it's just gonna take you a lot more time to. It does take some practice. This is like my 4th, 5th time using this thing. I just spit on myself. Great, because they might not have the exact, because I am from Canada, so I order from amazon.ca, not .com, but they have a ton of them, you guys. This is what it comes with. It also comes with another set of a bunch of different heads and bits that you guys can use. I have some cotton pads over here. Rubbing alcohol, which rubbing alcohol is going to act as kind of our dehydrator, which is what you apply onto your nails before you apply your builder base. Watch this though. What was I saying? If you guys are new to my channel, I have horrible short-term memory and I call myself Dory because of it. It's like, I'm not even exaggerating. It's really bad. Nail dehydrator is exactly what it's called. It is dehydrating the nail. It's going to take any oils, any moisture from the nail. By the way, wash your hands. Make sure your hands are dry. Do not, if you guys have serums, make sure you guys scrub that all off. It's not a necessity. I looked it up with Builder Base that a nail dehydrator and a bond primer is not necessary. That's what I've read. Plus, I haven't used it in the past on myself, so whatever. You can also buy a nail dehydrator and a nail bond primer. I will leave it down below for you guys. The primer, or the bonder that it's called, it is basically a bonder so that the builder base can bond onto the nail more. So it's gonna have a tackiness, really easy for the builder base gel to grab onto. I just sand my nail a little bit, make it a little bit gritty and rough, and that is what my builder base is going to adhere to. A UV lamp to dry your gel and builder base. I will leave this down below as well. But there's so many gel colors that are so affordable, you guys. A lot of them come in sets, especially for right now, so that you guys only have to order once and you guys get like 6, 7 colors or 8 colors. The only thing that I have in front of me, paper towel, and I have a little towel in front of me. I'm a tiny bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie, because normally when I have like first tries with things, I don't like to film them because I'm such a perfectionist. But we're gonna do this first time thing, okay? So let's get started. So I also forgot that you guys will be needing a cuticle cutter because we're also going to be cutting our cuticles. So I'm just grabbing my cuticle pusher over here, and my cuticles are a little bit moist because I was washing my hands a little bit earlier, and I'm just pushing it back just so that we kind of get a nice shape at the back. Plus we're going to cut off obviously any excess skin. I'm gonna do this to all of my nails and we'll be right back. You can cut it with your cuticle cutter, and you can also do a little bit more of this later because right now everything is kind of in the rough. That's what it looks like once we've pushed back our cuticles. We're going to get started with our tips. Grab the sizing that matches with your nails. I want to make sure that it gets edge to edge. You see that edge right here where it has like that line? That is so you put it just like this on your tips. I can still use it on this one, so I'm gonna save this one on this side. If you have found your sizing, you guys can also shave down the sides if you want to. If it's like just not perfect, but you kind of want it to be the one for you. Yeah, I feel like that's my middle finger. So you want it to basically go from edge to edge, and you want to find the best fit for every single nail. Each hand can be a little bit different. I have my 2 sets. You guys can kind of see a little peek over there. I definitely recommend watching a tutorial on how to use this for the very first time, you guys. So I have it on the slowest setting. You want to be careful with this, guy. If you stay too long on your natural nails with this, it will burn you. Right now we're just trying to make the nail kind of rough so that our fake nail has something to adhere to. That's what they look like. They just have a rough texture, but just make sure you don't really have a long tip on any of them, and kind of make sure that it's nice and smooth. Now we are ready to apply our nails. Please stick on, please stick on. The first time you open it, you're gonna have to cut off the tip because it comes like closed. I kind of like when the glue is on the nail. Maybe you'll try 2 different ways. You kind of just need to do the tip just like that. Please come out because this whole video would be ruined. Oh my god, this can't be good. That's why I kind of like the long bottles, to be honest with you, like the long ones of glue. I might have to cut this a little bit more. Yo, this is not going well. Oh yeah. Okay, so it's coming out. So you do want to put a good amount. Okay, and then you want to hold it in place and make sure it's gonna go on nice and straight, you guys. Oh yeah, I think she's working. But you do want to hold her down for just a little bit. I have like a fear that like it's just not gonna work, you know what I mean? Because this is like my first time. Make sure the sides are pressed down too. And it's okay if you have like a good amount and that it spills through. It's not that big of a deal. So again, hold it down in place. Why aren't you sticking? Okay, let's put it on the nail this time. Wow, these first impression videos are so much fun. So making sure I hold it down. Yeah, in this stage, if you don't like hold it down, it is going to lift, so that's probably what happened. Okay, this one's not sticking. I think it's working now, you guys. I think it's just me being like kind of scared to like push it down. But you can't be scared because this is kind of a crucial step. Like this needs to glue on, you know what I mean? She has no choice. I basically just like flooded her with glue. It went on a little crooked. But you can honestly fix that with the shape. Like if they're a little bit crooked, you guys, it's seriously not that big of a deal. I'll show you guys after. This is the part that I'm like the most anxious about. Press her down. You want to press the nail down this way the most, and then after you're done holding it, then you can go like on top like this, and then you can push on the sides like this, because I feel like the sides definitely need to be sealed. I'm going to continue with the rest and we'll be hopefully back for the next step if none of them pop off. Well, am I ever grateful that I'm done that step. My tips are on. Some of them are a tiny bit crooked. Well, not really. This one, you guys, did not want to go on. Oh my god, I literally had to apply it 3 times. Like it would pop off. Like it might be the curve. The other thing I was gonna say, so something I learned from applying these, I feel so cute with long nails. I think I picked the right sizing for all of them. The thumb, guys, I had to redo it. I did it off camera because I was just like already kind of like sanding and stuff, but I had to like kind of sand, I cut it and I had to like reapply a new tip. But you guys can do that if you do mess up. It's actually something good I should mention. When you guys are gluing on, don't do it this way, because when you look at it this way, you're gonna be like, no, it's looking at it straight on, facing the nail when you're gluing it, so that you can see if it's okay. Then you can turn it to the side and I feel push down on it this way. Let me just pick out my scissors here. I don't know how long I want to go, but I feel like if I did all this work, I should go a little bit long. And it's been a while since I've had like long nails. I've been doing the whole short life kind of thing. Just do kind of this length and see, like you can kind of do it after. Oh my god, I've never done this part where like you have to match them. Oh no. Oh, this can't be good. But kind of create, you see how this tip is like that space? Kind of make sure the spacing kind of like adds up on all of them. And I suggest go longer than you think, because then when you want to like, honestly, I'm gonna find nail tips like later on when I'm sleeping in my bed. You want to just kind of get some of the tip off so that you're not filing down so much. So I'm gonna chop up the rest of these. You guys get the idea, and we'll be right back with the next step. They are going to get a little bit shorter than this, so I always suggest to go a little bit longer. So right now, you just want to give it kind of a preliminary shape of the shape that you like. So right now, she always kind of gives me like an overall shape, but she always says like there's no point in being super particular right now because the gel has to go on, it's gonna completely change. But you just wanna kind of like do a little bit of the shape, because let's say you like it really narrow, you're just gonna waste a lot of gel on the side over here. I don't like too coffin, I like a little bit more of a square coffin. And this is kind of the finished shape that I like. We're going to grab our drill again, same bit that we're going to be using, and we're going to be going over the entire nail. You want to make sure that this, the fake nail and everything, has a rough texture before you apply your builder base so that it adheres to the actual nail. And you also want to file a little bit right where that edge starts, the part that you glue down. Again, I'm gonna go slow. I'll show you guys like a before and after. You know, the nail people make it look so easy when they do this step. Like my nail lady just goes over it and it's just blissful for her. So this one is like completely shiny, and now we've made this one kind of rough. So we have sanded everything. Oh my god, I'm already like, I feel like these look so professional, and it's It's crazy. Like when I look at them, I'm like, oh my god, they look like just like when she's doing them. It's insane. This is the time when you would do the dehydrator step, and also the time where you would put on the bonder after. First dehydrator, second the primer or the bonder. I have in my little rubbing alcohol little cap here, and I'm just gonna go around the cuticles, especially because I want it to remove any oils that would be around there. But I'm so impressed, you guys. Even my cuticles look so amazing. Like, oh my god. My dryer plugged in on the side. With this builder base, it says with the lamp you want to cure it for about 1 minute to 2 minutes. I do 1:30 just to be on the safe side. So this one I love. I mentioned in my other video because this is basically like a nail polish kind of brush, which is what I like. You're wanting to do a really thin coat, and you're gonna have to do a few coats of this, you guys. And you're gonna notice that this is very, very thick. If you feel like you got some on the edges, especially if you're a newbie, you can grab this. The other key, you guys, do not go all the way to the back touching your skin with this. Don't. I just finished my first layer. We're going to be putting it inside of our dryer for 1.5 minutes. You're going to feel a little bit of a burn when you guys put in your nails. Just remove them for a few seconds, put them back, and the burn will be gone. So I wanted to show you guys the difference. We are basically going to move on to the right hand, which is a little bit more difficult because obviously I am a righty. You don't want them too thick because you want them to still look natural when you're done. Because it has that groove of where you literally put on the nail, obviously where you glued it, it's gonna be higher, so there's gonna be a little groove. Like you want to apply a little bit of the builder gel right over here where that groove is. So you might have to pile it on there just a little bit on the last step, but just so that you don't have like kind of a dip when you look at it from the side. Right now this is tacky. It's because that's just how the builder base does feel. So you're gonna grab a cotton pad just so that when we move on to this hand, we're not getting the stickiness all over ourselves. So cotton pad with some rubbing alcohol, and literally once you go on top, you realize it is super smooth and glidey. We are basically done with this step. So look how good they look, you guys. Side note, if you want to try long nails, honestly, this is the time. It's better to go long than short. I'll tell you why. You can always trim them down. I actually wanted to try using this one, but this one is to get closer to your cuticle at the back, but I wanted to kind of like use it for the whole entire thing. So basically we're just going to polish some of the gel off. I think I might like to use this one, to be honest with you. I'm gonna make this go a little bit higher in speed. So it's kind of hard for me to show kind of how this is supposed to be. But you just want to go all over the nail basically and just make it even, and basically choose what kind of thickness you want. And the goal with the step is to make it nice and even all the way around, and make sure the front looks nice, the sides look nice, the back by your cuticles kind of dip downwards like your natural nail. This part, I will say, you guys, is the most tedious out of all of the steps, because this is where, you know, basically your end finish kind of look is. So if you don't polish this correctly and it's kind of uneven, well, unless you're not a perfectionist, it might not bother you, but for me, I do look at my nails from time to time, so it does bother me if they are not even. Okay, babes, so we have kind of sanded off everything, made everything as even as possible. Basically, you should be seeing that it's even when you look at it this way, and also once you rotate it, you just want a nice even kind of surface, and you want them to look as natural as possible. Now it is my favorite part, to be honest, is shaping. So this is when you want to give your final shape, but what I like to do is go on a little bit of an angle. This is just the shape that I like. You guys can do whatever shape you enjoy. So I like to go a little bit on an angle like this. And I love my sharp edges, okay? I like my corners nice and sharp. Some people like to round them off. Ugh, can't stand that. And over time, your corners will get dull because you're like picking things up and doing stuff with your nails. I have shaped my nails. The corners are nice and sharp. Make sure there's no like shiny spots on your nails, you guys, just in case you missed it when you were, using the drill, grabbing a buffer. You basically like making the surface a lot more smooth by buffing it, because if anything is sticking up, it's gonna come through when you are painting your nails. We're going to wash our hands. Do not use any soap because a lot of hand soaps have essential oils in them. We have washed our hands. Next, you're gonna wanna grab a cotton pad with some more rubbing alcohol, again, just in case there's any oils or anything on your cuticles. I think the color I'm going to use today, and I think I'm just going to be doing like one coat, is this one by IBD. This is Ooh La Lace. I use it a lot. It is a really super pretty soft pink. You really want to make sure that there's none of the cotton or anything sticking to any of your nails or anything that you want to kind of fix, like something I just saw over here. Again, we don't have a base coat. We have our gel dryer with us. You want to apply thin coats. You do not want to apply thick coats. And you want to put it inside of the nail dryer or the UV lamp for 1 minute. So click your 60 seconds. And it's very, very sheer, you guys, but it's a really pretty kind of like pale lavender kind of pink. I'm going to apply my top coat now. I like to finish one hand at a time. This is going to finish it off and give it a nice shiny top, and then again you're gonna dry it for 60 seconds and we'll be back when I'm done. You guys, this thing has taken me forever that it's literally evening right now and I'm like, oh my god, please natural light, do not go away. So it is a no wipe top coat, but I still like to wipe it with some rubbing alcohol just to remove anything. You're gonna want to cut any pieces of skin that are just not making your fresh nails look cute. But oh my god, you guys, I cannot believe this. Like, honestly, I knew that I could do like a full set if I really learned how to, but it definitely is going to get much easier over time and the more I do it. I'm kind of glad that I went for long. At this point, you guys can put some oil on your cuticles. I like to use jojoba oil or any oil, honestly, coconut oil. I am so proud of these and I feel like they look really, really nice. If you guys want to kind of shape up your nails again and make it fresh on the corners, sometimes I do that after I've applied the top coat because sometimes it kind of drips like on the sides. Plus it just freshens up your shape. These are our finished nails, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. It was a long day. I didn't expect this to take me this long, but again, it is my very first try. I'm glad that I did this with you guys because you guys get to see some of my tips or some of my mistakes and I can help you guys out. Again, if you guys want to do this at home, I've linked everything that I used today in this video down below in my description box. Thank you guys so much for staying for this tutorial. If you guys want to see more of these kind of nail tutorials, let me know down below. Leave me some love. Give this video a big like. Don't forget to hit that bell so that you guys get notified for all of my brand new videos. Subscribe and also follow me on IG. It is at StephGMacedo. I am so in love with my nails and I give my nail lady all the credit for doing this in an hour. She actually takes a little bit above an hour, but I did not take above an hour, okay? I took a few. I also have the other nail tutorial. If you guys are into cooking or if you're on a weight loss journey, make sure you guys watch my what I eat in a days. I have vlogs up on the channel. I have a ton of videos to keep you guys entertained. If you're looking for something to watch, thank you guys so much for watching and I will see all of my beautiful babes in my next video. I wonder if I'll still have these nails on.